guys, thanks for joining me today on Carly's Tuesday Tips, coming to you a day late, so we're gonna call it Wednesday Wisdom. All right, roll with it. Okay, so my first thing I'm gonna talk today about the home search is when to start looking. So ideally, I would suggest you start looking 2 months from when you know you need the keys about. Okay, obviously there's a little bit of flexibility in there, just depending on how the transaction goes down, but here's why. Your first month, you will be home searching. Ideally, you'll find it within a month, the home that you want to make the offer on. Your escrow period is going to take roughly 30 days. Sometimes it's a little bit shorter, sometimes it's a little bit longer. So roughly 2 months from when you need the keys is when you should start looking. Second thing is your best websites. What are they? Where's the most up-to-date information? A lot of interest is on Zillow and Trulia. I'm going to tell you right now, although those are fantastic search sites, they are not up to date. So what you want to do is you want to get with an amazing realtor like me, all right? And you want to be set up on an MLS subscription. So when a property comes to market, it's obviously put into the MLS. The MLS is updated every 60 minutes, every single hour. If you want, you will be updated you will be given the most up-to-date information. So very important to do that. Your realtor, me, can set you up on a search. So if you are feeling like you're bombarded with emails or whatever, we can set that for as much or as little as you want. So there's tons of flexibility in terms of how often you're gonna get this information. If you want it once a month, if you want it as soon as possible, I can totally custom that to your timeline and what you're looking at. Yeah, MLS is definitely going to be your best source of information and your freshest, most current stuff. So I highly recommend go on that first. Once a property comes into the MLS, then it trickles down into all of the other search sites, and who knows when they actually get there. So who knows what you're looking at, if it's already under contract, or I've had people send me stuff that's already been closed for months from Zillow. So anyways, just be aware of that. MLS, best way to go. What am I talking about next? The offer. Okay, so like we talked about last week, your pre-qualification letter, refer to my previous video, is going to be submitted with your offer. Okay, very important. So make sure that you've gotten that ahead of time. Again, refer to my previous video. How soon are you going to hear back? When you submit the offer, usually there's a line in the contract where you're actually going to put when you would like to hear back from the seller. Usual timelines is roughly 24 to 48 hours. Again, sometimes weekends depend on that. If a listing agent wants the property to go live just before the weekend and then not review offers till the Monday, if they're hoping to get a lot of interest on it, it can change that way a little bit, but roughly you're going to know pretty quick, 24 to 48 hours. When you hear back, you will there's 3 options. You can have your offer accepted. Congratulations. You can have your offer rejected. Try again. Or you can have a counter offer. So that kind of starts the conversation for negotiations back and forth. So those are your best bets. Okay. Now, once all parties have signed the contract and you are officially under contract, woo! Then you start your inspection period. So the next day is day 1 of the most important 10 days of the transaction, in my opinion. There is so much to cover on this topic, so stay tuned and watch my video next week when we talk about inspection period. Thanks for joining me for Carly's Tuesday Tips / Wednesday Wisdom. Have a good day, guys.